Today, we are continuing our understanding of two-digit addition by revisiting a strategy that we've already used for addition called making a 10.
The make a 10 strategy. Here we have a simple equation, 7 plus 6. I'm going to use counters to show 7 plus 6 on these two 10 frames. Here is my 7. Now I know that the best practice is to fill in the rest of this 10 frame before I move on to the next one when I show 6. Looking at these two 10 frames, I can see one full 10 frame that makes 10 and one partially full 10 frame that has 3. Now I'm realizing that I can take part of the 6 and add it to the 7 to make a friendly 10. Because I know I should be making 10s as it's a very easy number to work with in my head. To do that, I need to use a number bond to make the 6 into two parts that I can use. The two parts that I can use are 3 and 3, because I have the 7 red counters and the 3 yellow counters, so the 7 and the 3 is what I use to make a 10. Then I have 3 left over in my second 10 frame, which means I can easily do 10 plus 3 in my head. This strategy has you decompose one of the numbers into two friendly numbers to make a friendly 10. There is another way we can use the make a 10 strategy that is a little different than this. Now I have the equation 12 plus 6. I'm going to use the make a 10 strategy, but it's going to be a little different this time. So my first job is to put 12 counters on the 10s frames and then 6 counters in the 10s frames. Now I can see using the 10 frames that I can decompose the number 12 into a group of 10 and then 2 extra counters. So I can really think of this equation as 10 plus 2 plus 6. That allows me to use that friendly 10 to be able to do 10 plus 8 in my head, because 2 plus 6 is pretty easy to be able to do inside my head. 10 plus 8 is pretty easy. So in this situation, I decompose the two-digit number to use friendly 10s to be able to do mental math. That's what we're going to practice later today.
Now we can use that making a 10 strategy to do our seesaw activity for today.
For our seesaw activity, I'm going to demonstrate the 2 ways you're going to solve this problem. Then you're going to try it on your own. First, my directions say to solve the following problems using the make a 10 strategy with drawings and number bonds. I am going to start with the drawings. I'm going to use 2 different colors and do dots or quick drawings to show my work. Now that I have my quick drawings done in 2 different colors, I can see one group of 10 and then I can see 2 other extra blue dots. So I am going to decompose the 12 into a 10 and 2 ones. Now if I was doing the mental math, I would do 10 plus 2 plus 3. My answer would be 15. Do the same thing for number 2. And then we're going to try the different make a 10 strategy for number 3. Once again, I'm going to start by showing my equation with drawings. Now, as you can see, I've organized my quick drawings into groups of 5 so that it's easy for me to see 5s and 10s. Right here, I see a group of 10, which used 3 of the ones from the 5 and left over 2 of the ones. So I can actually make the 5 into 3 and 2. Oh no, that got in the way of my drawing. So that way, this becomes 7 plus 3 plus 2, and the 7 plus 3 is my 10. Then I can easily think of it as 10 plus 2, which is 12. These are my examples. However, you are going to be solving slightly different problems when you complete this activity on your own. I still want you to use the make a 10 strategy in 2 different ways. And I would like to see it in both drawings, number bonds, and answer the equation in the box. When you are done, press the check mark to submit your work.
Man, using that making a 10 strategy is so helpful to make us better at mental math. When we do mental math, we're doing math inside of our heads. Instead of using manipulatives or drawings to show a math problem, we can picture what it looks like in our heads. The making a 10 strategy really helps me when I have to do some more complicated two-digit addition problems, and I don't want to use a paper or a pencil or a calculator or any of that stuff. I can just do it in my head. That's what I'm hoping will happen to you guys as well. Once you get really good at breaking down problems into friendly 10s, two-digit addition becomes a lot easier. I promise.